a very early morning from somewhere in Liverpool where Sam here,
My alarm just went off.
he went off, but that's because he overslept, so now he's racing to the station. I should be fine, but today we're both traveling with the Pendolino on Avanti West Coast. And here's the Uber. Let's go.
Welcome to the third, and for the moment, final video in our Bear Goes British series, where we follow my brother Bear as he travels by rail throughout the United Kingdom. In today's installment, Bear travels on one of Avanti West Coast's Pendolino train sets along the West Coast Mainline from Liverpool to London. Today's journey from Liverpool Lime Street to London Euston will take 2 hours and 26 minutes. The train has a top speed of 200 kilometers per hour or 125 miles per hour. A ticket in standard class costs £20 and 80 pence, and as Bear will explain in a little bit, it was only booked a few days in advance.
After a quick Uber ride, Sam has made it just in the nick of time. It is now 5:17. The doors are closed on the Avanti West Coast, but they still let him on. Now I need to wait for half an hour here for my Avanti West Coast off to London. There's our train, 6:04 to London Euston. Right now the station is dead. A few people out of the clubs trying to sleep somewhere. Yeah, everything's still closed. So we'll see if I can get some tea somewhere else. Okay, so I guess I went to McDonald's to get a hot chocolate. It was only £1, but you know, get those fluids in and hydrate. And it is still very early. It's only 5:35, but I'm walking back to the station. And quite frankly, Liverpool at 5:30 a.m. on Saturday morning is not the place to be. But about to go to London, so.
Now that he's back at Liverpool Lime Street, let's hear what Bear's thoughts are on the station.
It's very open, which makes for it to be quite cold. But it is actually gorgeous with 10 tracks inside. So here's our train today. So Avanti West Coast is owned by First Group and Trenitalia, which is interesting. This livery today is very interesting. I don't think I've seen it at all yet. Step away further to show you. It's beautiful, the green. Oh, it's a special livery to ride against climate change. I love special liveries, but this one is really, really good. It reminds me of the Dutch Railways NS Groene Trein, the green train.
These trains are called Pendolinos. Officially classified as the Class 390, they were built by Alstom for Avanti's predecessor, Virgin trains. They have tilting capability, meaning that the train has a mechanism to tilt when it approaches a curve. This makes the passenger experience more pleasant, thus allowing the train to travel at a top speed of 200 kilometers per hour.
Angel. Now we are in Coach A. I chose a seat all the way in the back. You can handpick your seats and give preferences because I wanted to see the train curve and just experience this train fully. Just look at the decals on this Pendolino with the animals in the river. I absolutely love this. So there's kind of the empty station with a northern train right there waiting for departure. Okay, maybe you could figure it out, but I'm kind of geeking out about this livery. It is just too cool. But the doors haven't opened yet, so it's just waiting now for that. It is 5:45, but the doors haven't opened yet. So I think one important thing to note about Avanti West Coast is that their weekend operations are severely hindered by a lot of strikes and construction issues. So my ticket for the date that I needed to travel from Liverpool to London didn't go on sale till 9 days ago, which made it kind of like hard to figure out like how much is this ticket gonna be. And so when I got a notification the moment ticket sales started, and immediately I looked at the price and there were £60 one way, except for a singular train at 6:04, the second of the day I believe, which was £20, which is a really good deal to be quite honest. 2.5 hours straight down to London. So thankfully we got a good price, but it can get pricey really quickly. There's tickets for up to about like 120 pounds, which is honestly a whole lot, but you can also fly to like almost anywhere in Europe for that price. So exactly 15 minutes before departure, the doors open. We are on board. That was a low ceiling. Bike shed. Window 5, perfect. It's an actually good window. So there's signage all throughout the cabin. And I'm at seat 5 window, and this is what it means by reserved, I guess. Available if I'm occupied. I will be occupying it. But everything else is available. The entire car right now. I checked, so let's do a car review. There's some seats here. The table seats with some luggage racks, and then it goes to the end and there's the driver's cabin. And in front there's a door and a bathroom, and then if you head that way, in a third of 11 cars I believe, there's a cafe car and then the first class. And in comes a northern train.
The train departs on time towards London. Avanti West Coast runs a train on this route every hour. Leaving Liverpool this early, morning light has not yet broken.
Avanti service to London Euston. This train called forward today to Runcorn at 6:19, Stafford 6:53, Lichfield Trent Valley 7:08, Tamworth 7:15, Rugby 7:36, and you drive to our final destination of London Euston at 8:30. We do have a quiet coach on this train today, which is coach A in standard class accommodation, and the use of mobile phones and the playing of loud bass music is not allowed in this coach. And we also ask you joining our journey to please take time out to check the safety instructions. These are situated on posters at the end of each coach in the restrooms. Once again, this train calls forward to Runcorn, Stafford, Lichfield Trent Valley, Tamworth, Rugby and London Euston.
Our journey today is along the West Coast Mainline. When all branches are included, this electrified standard gauge line is over 1,100 kilometers long. That's 700 miles. Considered the most important railway in the UK, it connects London with cities in the north using, as the name suggests, a more western alignment.
This toilet is tiny. Good morning. I feel huge in this tiny. I like the balloon decals. It's like you're sitting in a field of flowers. Well, I don't know. Doing your business. It is one thing to note is that the power outlets as advertised are only for British plugs, so no USB, unfortunately.
Avanti West Coast began operating in 2019, taking over the franchise from Richard Branson's Virgin Trains. While initially the contract was set to last until 2030, it will now conclude in 2026.
Morning everyone, my name is John, passing on board team. I should advise all passengers in standard premium and standard class to shop on board 6 metres to coach seat. Sale for cold food, cold drinks.
Only tilting trains, like our Pendolino today, are authorized to travel at speeds of up to 200 kilometers per hour here on the West Coast Mainline. Most services are limited to 177 kilometers per hour or 110 miles per hour. In several ways, from its national importance to its mixed traffic nature, the West Coast Mainline draws parallels to the Northeast Corridor in the United States. I wonder what ticket prices for large brass instruments are. If you are enjoying this video, please subscribe to Trains Are Awesome. You can check out our previous content or look for us on Patreon, Facebook, and Instagram. Time for a quick wander around some of the nearby cars. Car B is nearly identical to Car A with rows of 2x2 seating in a mix of airline style and bays of 4. Car C starts out the same way, but in the second half of the car there is the shop. Avanti West Coast's onboard vending location for snacks and such. Moving closer to London, we pass a large freight yard. The West Coast Mainline sees up to 40% of rail freight traffic in the United Kingdom, making it one of the busiest freight corridors in all of Europe. That, plus all these intercity trains and regional trains, make it easy to see why this line is so important. We also see some cars of the famous Caledonian Sleeper overnight train in the yard. Once we see a London Overground train out the window, it means our journey today is nearing its end.
We're now approaching London Euston, which is our final stop. If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text.
I made it to London Euston on the Avanti West Coast. Behind me is there's another one heading up north. But we made it. That was really fast. We were 1 minute behind scheduled arrival time, which is crazy considering the distance we just traveled. Seems like a very reliable and just like decent train, but not like peak comfort or anything. So it's cool, and I love this livery. But for now, I'm in London, and it's time for you to have a great day.
Thanks so much for watching today. Though this may be the end of Bear Goes British for now, we have lots more content headed your way. So stick around, subscribe to Trains Are Awesome, and we'll see you next time.